Alright, we've moved on to solving problems with similar figures. This first one we're going to do in here, but as soon as we've done it in here, we're going to go outside. Now, I don't know whether you've noticed, the flagpole for our Indigenous flag isn't flying a flag. That's because the rope broke and the...
It's stuck, they pulled it and it went through the loop, you have to put it back to it.
Yes, and unfortunately what we need to know is we need to know exactly how much rope we need. The way to work that out is to work out how high the pole is.
How are we going to measure that pole?
That's a very good question, Tegan. Now, we're all going to stand on each other's shoulders. You'll be at the top. So what we're going to do, and what I'd really like, is... Okay, how we're going to do this is we are actually going to do this question. This question will tell you exactly how to work out how high that flagpole is. So what I would recommend is you watch this, pay attention, because then I'm going to make you go out and measure the flagpole for me. And I'm going to watch from up here, and I may even video it for my later perusal and enjoyment.
Oh, can I do a brown eye? No, I'm kidding.
That made your sentence sound a lot worse than what it should have been.
Yeah. Everything was going fine until Levi.
Sorry.
You know how you don't have to actually put anything after that? Like Levi did this or Levi said this. It's just everything was going fine until Levi. Alright, so a tree casts a shadow 7.5 metres long.
It's not significant.
A tree casts a shadow 7.5 metres long. At the same time, a 1 metre ruler casts a shadow 60 centimetres long. Calculate the height of the tree. It is easy, you'll be fine. Now, one thing, we've said that we're solving these problems using similar triangles. So something you can assume is that the triangles we're going to create are similar. What I want to do before we actually calculate this is work out why they're similar.
You just did it to your wall.
How many centimeters in that meter?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, why are they similar?
Yeah.
Someone tell me why they're similar. Why are the triangles similar? All three angles are equal. Why are all three angles equal?
Because they're the same triangle.
Okay, let's have a look at this first angle here. What angle's there?
Right angle.
Right angle.
Right.
Why do we know that's a right angle?
Right angle triangle.
Well, you're going to measure the
And it's
height.
90 degrees.
We're actually going to measure from there. Straight down. When you do this, don't hold it like that. Hold it at a right angle. Now you know this one's a right.
Even worse in the video again. The
Okay.
shadow. When you hold it like that, don't hold it like that. What do you mean?
Okay. Don't lie it down. Hold it at a right angle. And that way you'll get the shadow. Does that make sense? The flagpole's already at a right angle.
Do we get to climb it?
No. The flagpole's already at a right angle. Okay? Hold this at a right angle.
Where at?
Okay?
That's not exactly right.
Close enough. Everyone happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Now how do we know that the other angles are equal?
They look the same.
They are.
They are.
Why?
Because they both come with
At the same time. Why does that matter?
243.
Imogen, I really need you to channel your sister here. Okay? And only because of what you just said about her. What is going to make that angle exactly the same at the same time?
Let's be honest.
Sorry?
But don't believe that.
Who said something?
Sun here.
Thank you. The sun. The shadow is being cast
Nothing else, sun.
because of the sun.
Well, it won't be the exact same time.
Okay, and it's at the exact same time. So the sun's rays are casting exactly the same shadow angle. Does that make sense? That will mean that this angle in here, and this angle in here, and that angle in there, and that angle in there are the same. Because that... Okay, if you waited for an hour, the sun's going to go down. What happens when the sun goes down to the shadows?
They're the same.
They change. They change.
If you're standing here and
Oh,
your
the sun goes down.
the sun goes down, your shadows get longer. Because we're going to do it at the same time,
They'll be the same.
the shadows will be the same. And to be honest, within a couple of minutes, it's not that much of a problem. But if you waited an hour between measuring, then the angles are totally different. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we know that they're similar. We're happy that they are similar. So, we're happy that they are similar. Yay. Now,
Okay.
because they are similar, what do we know about their side lengths? They have to be what? Come on, we've just done questions on it.
This die's kind of rigged because some of the edges are more round, some of them more square. Wait up. Right.
What do we know about the sides?
They're corresponding.
All the corresponding sides are there, but what are they?
I've got ammo.
They're not equal, the sides are not equal. The triangles are similar, but what are the sides? All corresponding sides in similar triangles are in what?
Inhabited.
Proportion, thank you. They're in proportion, which means that side and that side are in proportion. Does that make sense?
Yep.
They have to be. Which also means that this side and this side are in proportion.
Oh yeah, otherwise it wouldn't.
Okay?
It wouldn't be like.
Otherwise it wouldn't be similar. So let's work out what the proportion is. Let's do the bases. So we've got 750. Why did I change it to 750?
Think I'll go back.
Why did I change it to
So you can have
750?
that one as a meter.
Because
You don't want
you don't want
I
frequency and
Yeah.
then decibels.
if he has what?
Oh, change it to centimeters. Why? Oh,
Oh
yes, centimeters.
So they're in the same units.
Oh yeah.
They need to be in the same units.
Well, so guess what? Ellie said there was 60 centimeters in a meter. I was thinking
Unless the sun doesn't rise in the west.
Simplify it.
60 centimeters in a meter, Ellie said.
Simplify it.
25 with a 2.
Could have been bad. Really bad. Could hit my head on the table and died.
Yeah, that was
25 to 2.
I know.
Okay. We now have our proportion.
How did you know it was 25?
Because 3 into that goes
Oh.
250. Into that goes 20. Take off the 10 lots.
No, but where did you get the number?
Which number?
25 to 2.
25. Oh. 25.
Okay.
So that is.
We now have the proportion. Now solve it. We know the proportion. We can now sub.
15 can as well.
Not chickpea.
2.5. Like, we're trying to get the lowest thinking about it.
Veg.
There's two ways you can do this. You can either bring this back to the unitary method and go 12.5 to 1, and that's your scale factor, which means you just multiply this side by 12.5, or you can actually work it out. We're going to work it out.
Of course we are.
It's 12.
1,000?
Yeah,
Where'd that come from?
stupidity really.
Where'd the 100 come from?
1 metre. How many centimetres?
Oh, 100. What? That is a-
Or, even easier, just do that. 1 metre.
Okay.
So what did I do to the 2 to get the 1?
Half it.
Thank you. What do I do to that?
Half it.
Which gives me? Guess how high it is.
12.5.
I'm pretty sure.
Done. Does that make sense? All we have to do, we know that they're similar because we are making them similar.
Okay, this is half thing again, so if that was 20, you gotta do
It's actually.
If that was 3, you had to divide by 3 to get that, and you divide that by
That's
3.
all I was
Yeah, it's like a fraction. Whatever you did to that, you got to do to that. Okay? So get that one written down.
Oh,
Get that one written down.